Hi, everyone. The season of 25 to 26 have started. And how optimistic were we, right? Thinking about maybe this year, table's gonna be turned and everything. And here we are with the first day, first match result. Atletico de Madrid losing to Espanyol 2-1 away, conceding two goals in a span of 10 minutes in the second half. Out of all the videos which I've made till now, there have never been the case where I really wanted to reveal my face, which I won't be. So don't expect that much. Not correctly. I have a pact with myself. I'm going to share with you some other video, but not now. But this video, I personally wanted you to see my face, to see the expression which I have of, how I feel about this match. Okay, so let's just get to the point, okay? The fact that losing the first match of the season, of the league, it's really disappointing. Like, as a fan, like, you'd expect to start the season on a high, with all the positive energies and stuff, given the fact that like almost all the players were there present in the preseason matches. So you would expect some, you would expect some results, at least a good start to this, season. And this is just a one match, so definitely we cannot judge the like whole setup, to be honest. But the fact is, we lost it, man, and we lost it against Espanyol. Okay, it's not even a team like Villarreal or Real Betis, to be honest. Like who are way more competitive compared to a team, who just were around the relegation scrap. And it's been kind of a staple of Atletico past few seasons, where we simply couldn't, we have been dropping points against these kind of teams, which is embarrassing. And this is also one of the major reasons why, we have been lingering again, far away from the top two positions. So that is what I feel. See, some criticism are justified, but you know what? But yeah, there were still things which, the match, if you would have seen, you would know that there was something new which we got to see in terms of Atletico. And we got to talk about the positive and how this whole match went away. Okay, so the first half was pure Atletico's game. Okay, it was pure dominance by Atletico, and I was so glad, so happy to watch the way we were playing. Players were gelling up pretty nicely. We were seeing some really good passing here and there. The attack was really good. The free kick by Alvarez, and the more I see this player, the more I'm happy by the fact that he's an Atletico player. I just cannot more say about how happy I am with him, with the team. Like how I really got excited by the fact when we were linked with him, we were like in the last window, it still feels like yesterday. And it's just, hits different, every time he scores. And he's a great player, man. He's definitely world class player and the face of Atletico currently. And other than him, you talk about Baena, you talk about Almada, you talk about Ruggeri, these new signings. Man, these were really good. Ruggeri, the guy his nose started bleeding between the match, though he was playing. I think he was pretty solid for what he did. Gallagher and Cardoso also did decent, I would say. Gallagher was also pushing up front, trying to rattle the defense and everything with his physicality and all. But I would say, I think in terms of attack, Atletico was top notch, specifically in the first half, and even till the first 15 minutes in the second half. There was another chance which Alvarez have, where which literally would have been a team goal. It the way it was, like it was like a thread being sewn into a needle. I hope that grammar was right. And the way we were doing passes, it was a textbook definition of tiki taka. And after that, Alvarez tried to score, and it just hit the pole. It just hit the bar, and I was like, oh damn, man, it could have been 2-0. But yeah, man, it was really good to see. The attack was really good. Defense in the first half was decent. It wasn't that great, but it wasn't bad as well. It was decent. Things were fine. Llorente, generally the guys everywhere. This match, he was in some of the places he did some stuff, but it wasn't as much as you'd expect. Yeah, so but the problem, first of all, let's just talk about Espanyol, the manager. I think the manager Manolo, he's been amazing for them. He's doing a great job there, and he was there. Like the way he used to play, like previous season also, Espanyol took away 2 points from us, and he dropped 4 points against them. So you got to give them some credit. And Manolo has been pretty much dominant over Simeone, man. You got to say in terms of results, 2 draws and 1 win. And See, previous season they had Joan Garcia. This season they don't. And like the second half, Manolo like really motivated his player, and there was more pressing, which you saw from Espanyol. There was way more synergy between the players, and they were way more, in shape, and they were like putting up more pressure on Atletico. So they were definitely playing better. But when the problem started, it started after the 65 minutes to be precise, and when we got the subs. See, one thing was sure that Simeone, in terms of substitution and game management in the last 30 minutes, really missed the mark this time. And it was really, I mean, even like some places, you even can't even fault him, to be honest. But the fact that, as I said, the Espanyol was pressing high, and we went on to that. I think we went on to our roots, basically that like hardcore 4-4-2, flat 4-4-2, which we play generally. We went back more to that when this comes naturally when we get Koke and we get Greizmann back into the team, back into the playing 11. It just comes naturally to the team because that is how the system was. And this is where the problem started coming in, because we were going back to that low block-esque thing, low block-esque style, rather than playing to and fro, which we were, to be honest, even in the first 15 minutes of the second half. And this is where we considered a free kick, which was a clever pass, and that clever pass, that Espanyol player scored the goal. And what the hell was Raspadori doing there in terms of man marking? He literally left him there. It was a poor defending from his side. He should have done way better in that first goal, the equalizer which Espanyol scored. And after they scored the Espanyol, like they scored the equalizer, it's the first match. The fans are pumped. They did the work, and we get the second goal as well. In a kind of similar situation, another header. I mean, see, again, as I said, the way these crosses were being flung upon and the spaces they had to, give some pinpoint precise crosses. It's just really disappointing, with how much space the Espanyol team was getting and how much they were getting into our box, specifically in the second half. They played better. They deserved it, to be honest, because if any team is getting that much chances, they took their chances, and they took the chances of fair enough for them, and they won. They really have to, change his tactics, I would say. Even in the last season, during the last matches, we were being outplayed with our tactics. Specifically, I want to talk about the second leg of the Copa del Rey semi-final against Barcelona. It was a clear tactical masterclass by Hansi Flick. We were being outplayed tactically. Clearly, they were nullifying our attacks and everything. Even Real Madrid did the same in Santiago Bernabeu in the first leg of quarterfinal. Though they are a better team than Espanyol, but that is what I'm saying. Like, if they are a better team, but now if you're being poor in terms of game management, even in teams against Espanyol, I think that's a really big concern, and we should be fixing that. I do hope. See, it's still a pretty long way. It's still just first match. I think we're gonna get one more player again. Man, this transfer window has been insane. It's even more insane than the previous transfer window, where I was more excited than this one. But this one has really made me go into that Chelsea fan type of mode, where every Chelsea fan, whenever they see a new signing, they're like, okay, nice, we'll see. That is what it is with me right now. Though I believe this is the first time Simeone has got a proper backing, and I really hope for the team. And definitely, we should be looking for any silverware. We have the team, we have the squad depth now. We have to give our best. So yeah, but yes, in the first half, as I said, we were playing more like a 4-2-3-1 mix of 4-2-3-1 and a 4-4-2. If you look at the average positions. So yeah, I mean, I'm hopeful, and there are a lot to learn. There are positives definitely, but there are a lot of different things to learn. So we'll see. So yeah, thank you for watching this video till the end. I hope you like this video. Make sure to put on your thoughts of this match, and I'll see you soon. Subscribe for more. Goodbye.